Hi, you're watching Your Canadian Blind Girl, and I am live unless you're catching the replay. And then I don't know why you didn't watch me live. All right, so I'm going to repeat this throughout the video while I'm live. I do have slow mode on in the comments. This is a trick that I learned. It just helps me to keep up with the comments. So it's about 15 seconds between the same person commenting over and over again. I'm not doing that to be mean. I'm just doing that so I can get everyone's comments because I miss people's comments when I go live, and I really, really don't mean to. And so this last week, was rough. So in my area, there has been like this really bad stomach flu going around, and like everyone was catching it. Like people I knew were catching it, and it was like 24 hours. You know the deal. It usually goes around every year, every 2 years. We see this 24-hour bug come up. Anyways, sure enough, on Tuesday, I started to really feel not well. I started to get sick. I had all the, nasty details. And I was like, okay, it's 24-hour. I got this. Wednesday rolled around and I was still sick, actually worse sick than I was the previous day. And I was just like, oh boy, this is not fun. And it just, yeah. And again, Thursday, I was really sick Thursday, and then it was gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then today I'm fine. But because of all the other health issues I have, it seems to really set me back, so I don't have as much energy. I might be like more moody and really easy for me to get frustrated, and yeah, all of that. And today I came across someone's post on Facebook. I don't do a lot of scrolling on Facebook, and it was a bit, you want to say hi? Say hi. Smeagol wants to say hi. You want to say hi? He's like, where's your phone? Who am I supposed to be saying hi to? He's like, I don't know where your phone is. Say hi. Okay? So I came across someone's post on Facebook, and it was just very, very, very negative. And I'm not criticizing them because I've been in that space. And one of the reasons you can feel that way is because, and I hate saying feel that way because it is that way. Like everything just is negative in your life at that moment. And a lot of times it's because there's not a lot of options at that time. And you can just feel so frustrated and you have no choices. And along comes some person who tells you some little saying about, well, your day is what you make it. And then it's like you feel guilty because you're not positive enough for them. And it can be really frustrating. And like I said, I remember being in that space for a very long time. And I wanted to share something of how I got over it. And I don't want to say get over it, I guess more like battle with it, because it is a constant battle. Because I still have things pop up that aren't the nicest. Hi. Hi. Smeegs wants to snuggle. You want to snuggle? Yeah. So I heard this motivational speaker one time, and they said this thing, and at the time I thought it was the stupidest thing I'd ever heard. And they said, positive people don't wait for positivity. They create it and then they spread it. And I was just like, yeah, if it was that easy to be positive, everyone would be positive. You think I want to be this way? And the rest of the saying was negative people spread resentment. And there's so many of these sayings out there, you know? And it's like, well, just be more positive. Well, how do I be more positive? What am I supposed to do? Right? So this is something I learned to do. And I don't remember really getting it from any particular method or any particular creator or anything like that. And it's just, I started to get to a point that I was like, I need to feel like I have more control in my life. I have no control over my health. I do my best to be healthy. I do my best with food and vitamins and supplements and going to the doctor. And I literally do my best. And I got to the point like I just got burnt out. Like no matter what I was doing, nothing was working, nothing was getting better. You know what I mean? And so you feel like you have no control. A lot of times, the same with like schedule. I have no control over my schedule. Um, I have to do my shopping when other people are going shopping. If I'm going to go do something, I have to go do what someone else is. Do you see what I mean? Like, there's just so much that I didn't have control. So it's like, okay, I need to take back my life, which that's something that we learned in therapy when I was trying to become a therapist. You need to have or feel like you have some part of some control. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a moment out of the day to make it my moment. It's not going to be about my health. It's not going to be about my finances. It's not going to be about all of this. And it took me a while to come up with something because, even going out for a cup of coffee, like it was too expensive. I don't have the finances, all of that. So finally, I decided that I was going to get coffee, so instant coffee, and I was going to have a cup. I was going to sit down, and this was going to be my time, and I was going to enjoy it. And it was kind of funny, like there was no big, huge moment of, ah, but I started doing that. I started practicing that every day where I took, now I've opened it up to different hot chocolates and apple cider, whatever's on sale or whatever I'm getting that time. And I created this space for myself where I could relax. I wasn't going to focus on what was frustrating me. I wasn't going to focus on everything that seemed, ew, you sneezed on me. That was disgusting. Excuse you. Would you like a tissue? Would you like a tissue? You don't want a tissue? Rude. Um, but yeah. And so it sounds silly, but in a way, I was creating my own space, my own spot of positivity where, like I said, it was my moment. I wasn't going to let anything else feel like it was important taking over my day. Um, so even on crazy days, this past Sunday was a crazy day for my husband and we still took time at the end of the day to have a hot chocolate. And I was really spoiled recently. One of my friends got me a can of Purdy's hot chocolate. So good. Um, really spoiled me. And I really appreciate that. But I don't know if this is going to help anyone or not. But I wanted to share creating something in your day, every day, that's your positive moment. Maybe it's a relaxing bath. I'm not sure if having a bath for your skin is good every day, but you know what I mean. Creating something set aside. Maybe you have a quiet corner of the house and you can snuggle your pet. Um, you could just I don't know. It's your life. You have to figure out something that works in your life because not everything works for everyone else. If you have an allergy to hot chocolate, obviously you can't do it with hot chocolate, but do something in your life. Find something, find that one thing to focus on, find that one thing that you can take as part of your day, that it's for you and you're going to enjoy it. There have been times that I'm doing this and someone has tried to video chat me or they were trying to call me on my phone. Turn it off. This is my time. It's not important. If it's important, they'll call back. If it's important, they'll leave a message. And I'm not trying to teach you to be selfish. I'm not trying to teach you, like make the whole day where nothing else is important. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is take back moments of your life that is for you. Um, because of my malabsorption and my health issues, I'm supposed to be on a mainly liquid diet. And so breakfast is a nutritional shake that has all these vitamins and minerals, and it has to have a certain amount of protein and all of that. And then like soups. Well, that can make you feel super out of control of like food stuff. I still enjoy regular foods, but it doesn't boost my health. It doesn't help my health. And I was thinking about that this week. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to start making myself, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to have my shake like I'm supposed to, but then maybe an hour later, I'm going to make myself an omelet and I'm going to, put some fresh veggies in the omelet and just have a really nice breakfast. Um, like I said, start by taking back one thing in your life and slowly build on that. And at first, it might feel like this is really dumb. I'm wasting my time. I'm like, this isn't helping. You might find it ironically funny or sarcastically funny. I usually do. But find a way that you can just put away all the troubles, all the frustrations, all of that to the side for 5 minutes, like a little mini break in your day. I know it's not the same as going on a vacation where you can literally just go to a different location and get away from it. My husband has been saying to me for a while, he's like, I really want us to go somewhere for a couple days. And I'm like, yeah, me too. We don't have the money for it. I don't know why you're bringing it up. I get frustrated by stuff like that. I'm like, well, that's nice to talk about, but you know what I mean? But finding something to make nice. And another thing too is catch yourself if you're starting to have harmful thought patterns. And when we hear that, we usually think that it's talking about like self harm. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about thinking a thought. So, the last few weeks, as Christmas approaches, um, this past year, I had stopped teaching because of my health, just to try and slow down my life a bit, try to ease the stress off, try to kind of get back into a healthy routine, get back into a healthy mindset before I consider going back to the same line of work. And I have been trying to find some work from home stuff that does not involve other people coming into my house or me having to work with new people every day. But and that hasn't been working, by the way. But because of that, as Christmas approached and we didn't have as much money to do different things or to get different things, I started to get this really unhealthy mindset that I didn't realize I had. And it was disabled spouse. And I hate saying it out loud because I know it's not true, but this is how I was feeling. And subconsciously, this is what I was thinking: disabled spouse, useless spouse. That's the worst thing in the world to think. And once I recognized I was thinking that, I was embarrassed of myself. I was ashamed of myself because I'm like, that that is not a healthy thing to think. I know that. I would recognize that immediately if I was working with a client and they mentioned that. And so this last week I was looking for something small that I could do for my husband. And it was really funny because I started to try and think about that on Sunday, and I ended up getting sick on Tuesday, so there wasn't a lot I could do because when I get sick, I'm literally bedbound. Um, but I was feeling like I was better Friday, and I really had to do some shopping Friday. And while I was out, where we were, there was an international junk food section. Ow! Um, that's my cat again, trying to jump up, and I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, there was an international snack food section, and there were chips that were imported from the Philippines. They're called Clover chips. And compared to Canadian snacks, to me, they're not the greatest snack, but my husband loves them. And I got them for him as a surprise. They were only like $2 or $3. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend that $2 or $3 just to brighten up his day, just to It was a surprise for him, but it also made me be important in his life. And he never makes me feel that way, by the way. He never makes me feel like I'm useless. Um, he makes me feel like I'm the best thing in his life unless we're fighting. Right? We all feel like that until we're fighting. But you know what I mean? Like, catch yourself. Is there anything harmful that you're thinking about yourself that you might accidentally be internalizing, which is then making you feel even more limited? So I just wanted to step on here and share that. I know it's really annoying when people come on and they say these things about being positive and all of that, but um, I really hope this helped you and you consider finding one thing in your day. I would love to hear in the comments if you find something that you would like. I would like to hear in the comments one thing that you have found that you're going to start doing that changes it for you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Coming up on my channel, I have something really fun. It's a kind of, I call it a cheating cooking hack to make some Christmas tarts. And it's super easy. It just uses 2 ingredients. And one of them I actually even got in a package from our food bank. So if you're receiving stuff from a food bank, it's possible you can make this too. So that's super exciting, and I can't wait to be sharing that hopefully sometime this week before Christmas. You never know with me, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.